Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves, because tonight's show isn't just messy, it's a straight-up battlefield. Remy Ma, hip-hop's former queen of loyalty, just suffered the biggest public meltdown of her career. And the reason? 2 words: Claressa Shields. Now picture this. Claressa steps out holding Papoose's hand, dripping confidence, dripping disrespect. And before Remy Ma could even catch her breath, cameras were rolling and fists were flying. Yup. Not a diss track. Not a Twitter war. A real-life showdown, caught in 4K, as Remy Ma completely breaks down and attacks Claressa in front of shocked fans, paparazzi flashes, and a world that could not believe their eyes. And the footage? Brutal isn't even the word. It's legendary.
Tears.
Screams. A wig snatch attempt. Papoose standing there looking like he just saw 2 hurricanes collide. So now the internet is asking, was this love? Was this war? Or was this the final chapter of Remy Ma's Black Love legacy, shredded by Claressa Shields in broad daylight? Buckle up, because the footage you're about to see is uglier than Remy's BET cypher with no beat. Let's get into it. Let's not sugarcoat it. Remy Ma snapped. This wasn't a misunderstanding. This wasn't a shade post or a petty subtweet. This was a full-blown emotional explosion caught on camera, live, raw, and unapologetically chaotic. Now, rewind 48 hours. Claressa Shields, the undefeated boxing queen, beauty brand ambassador, and now apparently the official destroyer of hip-hop royalty, showed up at a private event in Brooklyn with Papoose at her side. Not behind her, not hiding.
Right.
Beside her. And not only were they holding hands, but Claressa turned to the paparazzi and said the words that would detonate the internet. He's mine now. Let her deal with that.
Boom.
The crowd gasped. Photographers clicked like they were catching Bigfoot. And somewhere, not too far away, Remy Ma was watching, phone in hand, jaw clenched, ready to detonate. Now here's where things get historically messy. According to multiple very believable but completely anonymous sources, Remy Ma was already on edge before the footage dropped. She'd been hearing rumors. She'd been seeing the gym selfies. She knew Papoose had been traveling for brand deals way more than usual, especially to cities where Claressa just happened to be. But she told her team not to panic. Let them talk.
Pap loves me.
He's solid.
Yet about that.
See, the streets had been whispering for weeks that something wasn't right. Their anniversary passed with no post. Papoose was spotted alone at events Remy used to host. And worst of all, he unfollowed her close friends account. That's right. Not the main. The close friends. The sacred, filtered, emoji-coded vault of secrets. That was the first red flag. But the final blow? It came from Claressa's live. The night before the fight, Claressa Shields went live while getting her makeup done. Nothing fancy. Just a get ready with me vibe until the questions started rolling in. One fan asked, "Are the Papoose rumors true?" And Claressa, with the most unbothered smirk in Instagram history, leaned into the camera and said, "You'll see tomorrow. I don't do side chick energy. I'm front row, spotlight, and diamond ring ready." Then winked. Then ended the live. No explanation. No clarification. Just silence, the kind that feels like a dare. Fast forward to the next day. Claressa and Papoose walk into the private gala like they own the block. Remy Ma, who had no idea they were even attending, was already inside, attending as a special guest, prepared to present an award. Yeah, let that cook for a second. Remy Ma was on the mic. Claressa walked in with her man. "You can't write this." "Oh, wait. We did now. Let's set the scene." The footage, yes, that footage, opens with Remy smiling on stage, giving a speech about loyalty in the industry. The irony?
Crippling.
And then, in the middle of her sentence, she sees them. Her face freezes. The camera zooms in, you see the blink rate slow down. You see the internal earthquake hit her chest.
Papoose is walking in.
Claressa is holding his arm. They stop by the bar, whisper, and she kisses him on the cheek.
And Remy?
Remy drops the mic. Like, literally. The mic hit the floor.
Gasps.
Silence. One guy in the back yelled, "Oh nah." Security steps up. They think something happened. And something did. Remy Ma stepped down from the stage like a woman possessed. No hesitation. No pause. Full Beyoncé in Lemonade mode. She walks straight toward the couple, heels clacking like a ticking bomb. And the moment she reaches Claressa, all hell breaks loose. Now, let's be clear. No punches landed. But attempts? There were attempts. Sources say Remy lunged forward, yelled something about disrespect, and tried to grab Claressa's ponytail, which, according to one witness, was laid for war. Claressa dodged, stepped back, and reportedly said, "You're mad because I'm everything you faked being."
Yup. People started filming.
Security started dragging. And Papoose? He just stood there, arms folded, not even blinking. That's when Remy really lost it. You stood beside me through prison, through scandal, through childbirth, and now this is who you want to stand next to? A discount champion with lip gloss? The room gasped. Claressa raised her eyebrow. Papoose looked at the floor. And just when it looked like a full brawl was about to pop off, Remy slapped the champagne glass out of Claressa's hand and stormed out of the room. The video ends with someone yelling, "Put that on Twitter, Remy Ma DONE lost it." And boy, did they ever. Within 10 minutes, the clip hit TikTok. 20 minutes later, Shade Room had it. An hour in, #Remy vs. Claressa was trending worldwide. But what's wild is what happened after the footage dropped. Because the internet didn't side with who you might think. And that, my friend, is where things went from chaotic to career-ending. So you thought the slap was the peak? Absolutely not. Because the moment that champagne glass hit the floor, the real war began. Let's talk about the footage. That 37-second shaky phone clip, posted by some random event assistant named @YourFavesPlug, broke the internet faster than any diss track ever could. By the time the sun came up, it had been reposted 17,000 plus times, duet by 30 TikTokers doing dramatic reenactments, and used in 3 different Twitter spaces titled, "Is Remy Ma done for good?" And then the fake content started flooding in. First came the alleged DM screenshots. According to Instagram leaker @Instamole44, Remy Ma had been messaging Claressa for weeks, begging her to stop publicly disrespecting their family. One of the supposed DMs read, "You had your moment. He'll come back. He always does." To which Claressa allegedly replied,
"He's not a boomerang, sis."
He upgraded.
Ouch.
Then came the voice note, clearly fake, but that didn't stop it from going viral. It featured someone who sounded like Remy, breathing heavily and yelling, "She took everything I built. I made him. I stood by him. And now she's parading him like a trophy." Twitter ran with it. People were tweeting like it was a war zone. Remy built Papoose from the ground up, and Claressa flipped the blueprint. This ain't black love. This is blackmail by Claressa. Remy crying in Close Friends, Claressa winning in the main feed. And just when it felt like maybe things would slow down, Papoose posted, "That's right." Out of nowhere, he drops a black and white photo of him and Claressa. No caption, just the song lyrics. "They ain't believin' us. SHE did."
Boom.
3 words. That's all it took. The internet combusted. Remy's fans?
Betrayed.
Claressa's fans? Victorious. Neutral fans? Popcorn out. But wait, it gets worse. Because now brand accounts started chiming in. Uber Eats posted, "We don't deliver drama, but we saw that slap." Fashion Nova tweeted, "Remy wore our jeans last year. Claressa's wearing the crown now. #He loves her down." Even Popeyes joined in. Someone check on Remy. That 3-piece combo from Claressa was spicy. Like, what are we even doing? Meanwhile, VH1 refused to stay silent. Within 24 hours of the gala fight, they released an old, unaired clip from a Love and Hip Hop reunion that never aired, featuring Remy Ma crying backstage, whispering, "If he ever steps out on me, I'm done. No second chances. I don't play that." The clip hit 4 million views in 2 hours. People were stitching it with Claressa's "He's Mine Now" moment like it was a Shakespeare tragedy in 4K. Even worse, a fan-made fight remix hit TikTok, using the audio of the slap mixed with Remy's conceited chorus and Claressa yelling, "He mine now. I'm conceited slap. He mine now." It was petty. It was disrespectful. And it was trending #1. And then the gym cam leak. Someone posted grainy security footage from a gym Claressa trains at, showing Papoose and her sparring in a private session weeks before the fight. He's laughing. She's throwing punches. And at one point, she mouths something that TikTok lip readers translated as, "She can rap, but she can't fight." Yup. Whether it's real or not, doesn't matter. The internet believed it. And right after the gym video dropped came the celebrity reactions. Cardi B posted a popcorn gif and wrote, "I know what y'all here for #Remy." Fat Joe posted a single emoji. Fans think it was about Remy. Others think he was trying to stay neutral. But let's be real, nobody's neutral now. Even Nicki Minaj fans slid in with, "Karma's got hands and footwork." And then there was an imaginary leaked screenshot from a group chat allegedly titled, "Team Claressa." One message read, "If Remy swings again, make sure we got 2 angles." This docu-series gone eat. People believed it. Meanwhile, Remy's silence? Deafening. No posts. No rebuttals. No bars. Just a story post with a black background and the text, "Watch who you build with, they might move in with your enemy." That only made things worse. Because now fans were asking, is Claressa the enemy? Or the upgrade? Did Remy really build Papoose? Or did she just hold him hostage in loyalty cosplay? And then Claressa tripled down. She went live again. Full face beat. No apologies. Just vibes. They say I came between love.
Nah.
I just replaced a fantasy with reality. He's happy now. I don't need to explain that. She then turned the camera, showed Papoose cooking in the background, and said, "We heal loud too." Instant chaos. Let's not forget, Claressa never threw a punch that night. She dodged, smirked, and kept her earrings in. Remy? She broke. And now the world saw it. In HD. On repeat. And guess what's next? Brands pulling out. Rumors of court papers. A possible bar-for-bar response. And whispers that Claressa's getting a Netflix doc called From Punchlines to Punches. But before we get to all that, let's talk consequences. Let's talk silence. Let's talk about the cost of losing a man in public to a woman who trained for this moment. So, after the slap, the DMs, the leaked gym footage, and the TikTok remixes, what's left? Everything. Because this wasn't just a moment, it was a media massacre. And Remy Ma? She wasn't just bleeding. She was hemorrhaging clout. Let's start with the damage control. According to a very reliable imaginary PR insider from elite image firm, Remy Ma's team held an emergency Zoom call titled, "Operation Save Remy. Silence or Statement." They reportedly debated between a diss track, a heartfelt IG live, or a legally vetted press release blaming emotional distress. But before they could decide, the sponsorships started ghosting. First to go, a beauty brand Remy was set to launch called Timeless Loyalty.
Gone.
Then a paid speaking event titled Hip Hop and Healing dropped her last minute, replacing her with none other than Taraji P. Henson. Meanwhile, Claressa? She's thriving. She dropped an outfit reel captioned, "Still undefeated on every front." She posted a carousel with Papoose that included
Her sitting on his lap.
a blurry mirror selfie, and a boomerang of him tying her shoe. The caption read, "I don't chase, I attract." The last photo showed them holding hands outside what fans believe was a courthouse. Cue the hysteria. But Remy wasn't ready to go out quietly. No chance. According to a leaked cease and desist letter, Remy's lawyers issued a warning to Claressa, demanding she stop using Papoose's name in a romantic or public promotional context. Claressa posted the first page of the letter on her story with a caption, "Tell her to cease and sit down." Twitter immediately erupted. Remy trying to copyright her ex. Cease and dismiss, girl. It's over. You can't trademark a man who packed his bags voluntarily. And just when Remy thought it couldn't get worse, BET pulled out of a tribute segment honoring her legacy of love at an upcoming award show. The tribute was replaced with a new one, Modern Icons of Reinvention, featuring Claressa Shields. That's not shade. That's a shift in culture. Then came the fake court drama. Someone posted a blurry screenshot of supposed court docs showing Papoose filing for emotional transfer of loyalty rights and listing Claressa as the beneficiary. Was it fake? Of course. Did it go viral? Absolutely. Even more wild, a user claimed they saw Remy outside the courthouse wearing a hoodie, sunglasses, and holding back tears while yelling, "It was supposed to be me." Whether it's true or not, the internet had already made its decision. Then came the remixes. A slowed-down version of Claressa saying, "He's mine now," cut with a clip of Remy yelling, "Disloyalty is death," from an old interview, set to a sad piano instrumental. Captioned, "This wasn't a fight. It was a farewell." TikTok couldn't get enough. One comment read, "This is the first time I've ever seen a rap legacy ended by a boxing stance and a one-liner." Even Fat Joe, who had remained silent through all of this, posted a mysterious IG story with a quote, "Some people keep receipts. Some people become one." Fans immediately assumed it was about Claressa. Meanwhile, Remy posted a boomerang of her walking alone with a suitcase and the caption, "Sometimes silence is louder than screams." It got 12,000 likes. Claressa's next reel got 1.2 million. The numbers didn't lie. Remy was losing publicly, loudly, and in high definition. Then, just when things started to settle, Claressa appeared on The Breakfast Club. Charlemagne asked her, "You really feel like Remy Ma crossed a line?" Claressa didn't blink. She said,
Nah.
She never had a line, just a spotlight, one she didn't know how to share. The room fell silent. She added, "I didn't steal nobody. I just showed up when she stopped showing up." And then she said it, with a smirk, into the mic, to the entire world. "He loves me down." That was it. Remy Ma's entire Black love empire, built over decades, just got wiped off the map by a woman in heels and gloves. After that, Papoose posted a picture of himself in a tux with the caption, "No regrets." Claressa signed a Netflix deal for a reality series titled Champion Energy. And Remy Ma? She posted a black screen with a Lauryn Hill lyric. It could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. Her comments flooded instantly. "Not Lauryn after a TKO. Girl, put the mic down and pick your piece up." This is what happens when you confuse silence with strategy. So now the whispers are louder than ever. Will Remy Ma finally respond with a track? Will Papoose pop up on Claressa's next press tour? Will VH1 greenlight a series titled Remy vs. Claressa, the final round? Or has the last punch already landed? Because at the end of the day, it wasn't just about a slap, or a stolen man, or a broken storyline. It was about a crown. And it was handed off, not in a ceremony, not in a verse, but in a vibe shift so loud it echoed across every feed. "He loves me down." For words. And Remy Ma's legacy? Down for the count. So now the only question left is, where does Remy Ma go from here? How do you recover from being publicly dethroned? Not in silence, not in secret, but in front of the world, by a woman who barely lifted a finger. Because what Claressa Shields pulled off wasn't just petty. It was surgical. No diss tracks. No threats. Just one entrance, one quote, and one smirk that changed everything. And Remy? She walked in a legend. She walked out a headline. But was this really the end of Remy's Black love empire, or just the beginning of her revenge arc? Did Claressa steal a man, or just reveal one who is already gone? You tell us. Jump in the comments. Was this war long overdue, or a setup disguised as self-love? Are you Team Remy, still loyal to the foundation? Or Team Claressa, the queen of calm chaos? Like this video, hit subscribe and tap that bell, because trust us, if you think this was the final round, you're not even in the right fight yet. This is Gossip Spill Vibe. And we've only just begun.